night, yeah. I want to wave, I want to wine, I want to party with you. Party with you. Baby, when you wine on me.
WEFM, the new fresh sound.
WhatsApp us or call us at 457-999-9777. Activated morning call is on now.
Alrighty, so we are back with you for another segment of our Activated Mornings program in the commentary segment with Lyf Compton. All right, Lyf, we're just checking to see if the streaming is working properly here. Morning. Lyf? And it's frozen.
They're working.
All right, so let's no, he actually gone. So let's see if he comes back up and then we go back in. All right, so just bear with us. Un momento.
I remember we have this conversation with punishing parents and Roleza chastised me for it.
It reminded me of something that Joshua also said. Because
when things like this happen, I mentioned,
and I did not chastise you. I just had a difference of opinion. Okay,
you charge your parents. The Roleza chastise me. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't punish the parents for something that the children doing.
Because there is no law for it, right? Mm-hmm. There isn't a law for it, and unless, and as the same example that I told you, unless, let's say, okay, the day before the child and another child got into a fight, and a parent saying, walk with this knife here, walk with this scissors here. Next time they trouble you, you stab them on something, right? Mm-hmm. Under the law, the parent could be charged maybe as an accomplice or whatever the term may be, enabler. I'm not sure what it is on the law, but the parent could be charged in that context for aiding and abetting or the legal terms, that particular crime happening. But other than that, there is no law for it. They need to change the law. So that's what Lyf is suggesting. Lyf, you there?
Yeah. You hearing me?
Lyf Compton Compton. All right.
Hello?
What's happening? All right, so let's say that call from the call from Joshua in the meantime. But Lyf, we're not hearing from you.
Hello, morning.
No, this is not Lyf, but I'm making this call because I'd like Lyf to address it as well.
Okay, but he isn't actually on. We're not hearing him, so I don't know if you want to wait until he comes back on.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Right.
Hello?
All right, so let me just deal with this quickly. All right, so just bear with us a moment, please. All right, testing 1, 2, 3. Lyf. So we're still not hearing him. So yeah, we'd have to call him. All right, so we're going to call you.
I don't know the wrong this morning.
Yeah. But now we lost the video too. Where you gone?
Oh, I was using the iPad to stream. Then the iPad went dead. Then I was using my phone, and I don't know what to happen.
All right. Okay. All right. So we'll work with what we have right now. Okay.
Like you need to charge up those stuff the night before.
Yeah, but no, I don't know what happened to the whole song this morning.
All right.
I have no idea.
It's Friday the 13th. All right. Maybe that's just that one bad thing that is happening to you today. Okay. All right. All right. So you were saying, okay. So for persons, wait 1 second. For those persons who are trying to get in on the conversation, you're going to have to call us. If you're going to call us on the WhatsApp, right? It's the same number, 457-9997. All right. Because we are using the direct line to speak with Lyf.
Yeah, so the laws I'm speaking about are basically parental responsibility laws, and some countries have this legislation, right? So these laws make parents financially responsible and sometimes criminally responsible for damages caused by their children, usually minors under 18, right?
Okay, so we have
Joshua.
Yeah, he wanted to speak with you directly.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. I'm going to make this real quick because I'm running. Lyf, you shared something you got from Facebook about the bus driver. Right behind that, Roleza and Maka play the song. I want you to whine on me until I get wet. Whine on me. And kids are listening to that. Roleza and Maka, clean up your act. Okay, when you guys do good, I applaud you. This is why I wonder, do you guys listen to the lyrics you play? Right after Lyf shared that wonderful story, you come on with a song.
Joshua. But it's that song is not Vince music, but
we have to be real. We have to be real. No excuses. We have to be real. We keep blaming the young people. And you see that fight you guys shared? That Tito was wrong. The law enforcement should have been called in. They've got footage. Have those children and their parents sentenced to community service in uniform. Let them have a uniform on, clean the streets with the parents. But we have to do our part. And I make no excuse at all. We're doing one thing. It's like monkey see monkey do, don't do as I do. I have a friend who smokes like a chimney, and he was beating the daylights out of his son because he caught his son smoking. Where do we draw the line? So Lyf, continue to do your good work, and give me a call about 12 o'clock your time.
Okay, no problem.
Because I'm 1 hour. Yes.
Joshua,
okay.
Joshua, may I ask you, you're a fan of Sparrow, by the way?
What's that?
Are you a fan of Sparrow's music? Any of Sparrow's music?
I do not listen. I hear music, but I do not listen to secular songs. I hear them.
Oh, you don't listen to... Oh, so you have an issue with secular songs. All right. Okay.
I hear, but I don't... Oh, and good morning to Rosie and... what is your lady name again that talks to her computer? Anita. Yes. Love you guys, man. Go on. Yeah, take care.
Bye, Joshua.
So, Roleza, coincidentally, right? Yesterday, somebody said to me, like, what's wrong with you and Roleza? Sometimes I'm talking serious thing and then I'm laughing after. I'll have to stop that, man. I'll have to stop that.
I think I know who that is. The person told me the same thing. I
tell him sometimes it happens, but it's not no like willful act. It's just.
And then in certain things, I mean, if we have to be dead serious every single time we have a conversation, then how is that conversation going to be flowing? There are incidents when certain things happen, then you can chuckle. Even in the midst of certain things, you can chuckle. So, I tell him. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I tell him, boy, sometimes you have a laugh or stop and cry.
Exactly. Everything that you're going to take on. And so I remember a person having that conversation with me, and I'm there like, well, you know what? Maybe it's just a difference of personality here. And I just ended.
Life,
Well, I go acknowledge it and try to stop.
Life, there's a WhatsApp here for you. I agree with Life. Deal with the parents, them, and charge them, because instead of the parents rebuke the children, they go in and cuss and fight with the teachers. So charge them for $5,000 and up.
Yeah. So it says basically the laws are called parental responsibility laws. So they sometimes talk about paying for property damage, vandalism, theft committed by the child, compensation to victims, contributing to delinquency of a minor. Parents can be charged if they encourage or allow a child to engage in illegal activities such as truancy, underage drinking, criminal behavior. Failure to supervise laws. Some jurisdictions can charge parents if they fail to properly supervise that child, especially when the child repeatedly commits crimes. Curfew laws. In some places, if a child violates a youth curfew, parents ministry fines community service. I think we need this youth curfew laws. I think we need those laws. And we're not going to have this problem solved if we don't look at effective modern ways of solving these issues. We can't just be talking in a consultation and then running up by a school and a black squad officer choking off a child or manhandling a child. And you can't just basically just blame the marijuana, right? Because if you want to blame the marijuana, if the marijuana was the biggest issue causing the problem, nobody want to be fighting, because marijuana makes you calm and cool and basically want to sleep all day. As I don't even remember Darren Denny, he used to go to grammar school back in the day, he used to sing and sing. He said sometimes, right, children are so high they sleep all day that you have to wake them up at 3 o'clock and say school done, time to go home. So we can't really focus on the marijuana as the biggest problem, although it's part of the problem. We have to focus on the behavior of the child, the gang culture, how to stamp it out. We need to have children off the streets by a certain time. We need to have parents held accountable for the problems the children create. And the police, and we need to implement these laws, and we can't have the police not using them, basically. We need to put them in place and let when a child is caught with 34 packets of marijuana in school, the mother and the father end up in the police station explaining where the children get it from. And most time, if the parents give them, they're gonna take the responsibility, because they might not want the child to go to jail. If it's an uncle give them, then they're gonna hear when it's Uncle Pat or Uncle Ralph or whoever give them. You know what I mean?
All right. So
we need.
We have a caller. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. I hear like keep talking about the shop and the shop and the shop. It's like easy to deal with a shop people. You take with a shop license from operating a shop, alcohol or whatever it is they're selling. You take with a license and you crack down on the shop. You can't have a shop selling alcohol to children in a school zone. To me, that should be a no-no. It's like, okay, you can't have the people that give you legal access to sell marijuana. You can't put a shop next to the school,
Well, remember, St. Vincent a little different. We don't have enough space to have proper zoning like that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, you're supposed to make sure that shop man can't be selling alcohol to no children.
Right.
If he sell alcohol, they take away his license. You can't do that. You can't be selling alcohol to children.
Yeah.
I know when I was
The thing with that is there's actually laws that could charge a shopkeeper for doing that under, but the laws are not being used.
It doesn't say so. Use the law that exist. People walking in this soft zone, afraid for touch, afraid for to do things. You can't be afraid if you're going to deal with the kids. You can't be afraid. You have to go hard, real hard, because no soft touch for kids now these days.
Yeah.
We treating this thing like it is just a common cold. It ain't no common cold. That is a big societal disease that is creeping in. And if you don't treat a cold, you know what happens. You get pneumonia and you're dead. So we need to.
Lyf, go ahead.
You see the same way as the laws used to stop the distribution of sexual material. You see how that stopped? You don't really hear that happening no more, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because the first set of people that went to court charged for that is some kind of $20,000 fine and thing, and that has totally stopped in Sevens right now. We don't find people leaking.
Yeah,
don't find people leaking.
Made examples of, so yeah.
Yeah, we don't find that no more.
You have to go hard. You can't do this thing soft. You have to hit hard. It's the same with the parents don't do guns like they used to do before. I'm not saying they don't do it, but them few parents out there who are in jail right now because the children use the gun to shoot up a school. Them parents are going to jail.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to hit hard. You can't be soft. Trust me. I'm really sure. As for you have to stop this, not enough time in office,
Kojo, that's for next segment. Kojo, that's for another segment.
No.
You're trying to squeeze it in here?
I might get back in, but you can't be, it's 100 plus days now, really. You can't be using that same phrase. They're not, come on. To answer phone calls.
Since you brought it up, let me just take a little piece of lifetime to add to respond. I am actually wondering if there is more to that situation than just not wanting to return the calls, and I'm leaving it there, right? I'm just leaving it there.
Well, it's the same thing. So both of these used to get calm trust by spread and come up. They don't return calls, so and you have to take time to make a call back at least. Tell the people them something. You can't say just come in office.
Kojo,
that's no excuse.
Kojo, we go deal with this another time, okay? We deal with it another time.
All right.
All right. Have a good one. All right, Lyf.
Yeah. So as I was saying, right, in California, parents can be required to pay up to $25,000 for damage caused by a minor's willful misconduct, such as vandalism or assault. No, listen, we just have to find somewhere introducing these laws, and we have to be serious about it, because in the next 5 years, the monsters that are coming out of these schools is going to create a big problem for society. We're gonna see. Listen, in St. Vincent the Grenadines, a lot of the gangsters and the bad influences in society have been murdered, You understand? And it seems like if we are on our path to bring up a new generation that will be even more serious than the ones that gone, because we have seen where the older set of guys involved in the violence, right? They would pick and choose when to come for you, when to kill you, and you would hardly find them killing women and children. These days, the younger set of guys, they don't really care. They kill women, they shoot up a block, they kill children, they don't care. We saw it happen uptown a few months ago, a few years ago, where gunmen just opened fire on a group of people and a student was killed. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they don't care. And now we're breeding a new generation of criminals to seems like if we're trying to replace the old ones that gone. Mm-hmm. So we need to have this. We need to stop talking about this. We need to introduce these laws. Because if you notice, the principal said, the main issue she's seeing is the breakdown in the role the parents are playing in the children's life. And I could bet you most of these children that creating the problems come from single parent households. Most of them, probably 95% of them come from single parent households creating these issues. So we need to do something about it. We can't stop talking about it enough, but we need to put some things in place to get these issues dealt with quick.
But Lyf, there's another thing named bad company. Some of the
what exactly is the bad company? Every parent always blame the other child for being the bad company.
When their child might be the bad company.
Yeah, because one time my father told me, you're following people.
When people was following you? When people were following you?
Yeah, I said, me ain't following nobody. People following me, Jerry. But it's the truth. Every parent wants to blame the other child for the problem. And coincidentally, me and a parent had a friend of a parent who was a girl student, a female student. She's problematic, and there's a group of them that are problematic. And one of the parents said, I tell you stop following that group there. But our child is bad for you. You know what I mean?
But like some of these kids behave different when they're home.
Yeah.
Oh, they were raised different, but when
they reach outside now, is a different behavior.
You see, one of the things is when children, young people in particular, in your teens, you're trying to find yourself, right? But I think that many times some of them just gravitate towards certain children because they probably want to experience maybe life through those children. You know, like, okay, so you grew up in a strict home with your parents dictating how it is that you're supposed to be, the time where you're supposed to go. But then you follow these friends because they live a completely different life, right?
Well, exactly.
So I think in some instances, some young people are trying to find themselves, but it's unfortunate that they kind of, quote unquote, live in their life through the friends who they're trying to follow because of some of them being placed on so many restrictions. Now, I'm not saying that is a good thing necessarily, right? Well, no, it's not a good thing, but I don't know how parents would address it. I don't know. Yeah.
Somebody says, so how you charge a parent that has no idea what the kids are doing on the street?
Yeah.
That's the point we're making. No idea what the children are doing. That's the main point. Here we go. You're supposed to have idea what the kids are doing. Listen, my kids get fed up from me, you know why? Because every time they're out in public, somebody's going to call me and say, I see such and such here, I see such and such there. You understand? So I will call them and say, I ain't been KFC yesterday 12 o'clock. And they're like, Daddy, people are calling you and telling you things. People are calling you and telling you things. You know what I mean? Not like, you know, so you have to have an idea of what your children are doing. You understand? If they go out and they do something, people are going to call me and tell me right away.
Yeah. But that goes back to... Yeah, that goes back to something that you were talking about. And I think the village now becomes the enabler, right? Rather than the village helping to raise the child, the village is now the enabler. Because when you raise that situation with the shop, now at least I want to think that back in the day, a child comes to a shop asking for rum or asking for whatever. The shopkeeper would turn them away, especially if they have on their school clothes. But now you see the persons who are supposed to be pulling up these children. And I'm not even just talking about the persons in the direct, quote-unquote, vicinity of these children, which would be the parents, the teachers, and other relatives and close family friends. But you had this extended village of persons within the community, the shopkeepers, the van drivers, everybody else. They have now become the enablers. So children no longer have anybody to pull them up. And from the time you decide to try to pull them up, they're watching you and asking you, Tanti, who you talking about? Tanti, who you think you are? You know, so.
Yeah. And then instead of what you said, the parent coming to deal with your case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we have to have these laws to make parents accountable for what the children do. Then the court will decide, well, essentially the court will decide that, okay, we understand the situation. While you have been charged alongside your child, we will give you a chance this time, but it's a suspended sentence we're giving you. So if this happens again, then you have to pay this fine or you have to go to prison. Control your creation. You understand? We have to have that first and foremost in place to start to solve this problem. Because we ain't going to get the problem solved, we just going to talk about it, and we got some serious That's what they are. We have to find a way to control that.
Okay.
Trust me, I know growing up I wasn't not saying in school, because I got a teacher saying, listening to me and saying, boy, when he talking about, he be real miserable.
He was a bad boy.
What if you want to call it that? Yeah, if you want to call it that. But we wasn't going on level.
Right.
I never used to smoke. We never used to go on the level of tearing knife and gun school. We would fight every day hand to hand. We will fight every day if we get a chance. You get beat up tomorrow, you get beat up the next day, get beat up the next day, win one the next day or whatever, but that's how we used to move. And then you see the same two people fighting 2 days, 3 days after they walking together again, they're good. But these children these days, they may fight them, you know, and if a man got a cup or a slap, he ain't taking that. And he go think he got a knife as a gun as a cutlass, or he got a friend. Numerous videos we see with students jumping students. You know? Students jumping students. Nobody don't want to take a lash anymore. So, we have to start by holding the parents accountable for the parents' actions. And then we just start to see a serious indentation, make a serious indentation into the problem. If we do that, we're going to reach nowhere, you know. It just going to continue. You know what I mean?
All right,
We can't even get a simple thing like adjusting the loud music in the minivans. I tell a police officer, I say, listen, if you put an undercover police officer inside a minivan, traveling from Calabar to Kingston, I'm betting you, at the end of that trip, that police officer could give that driver at least 10 traffic cases.
But Lyf, we don't even need to go down the road. All we need to do, when they go for inspection, take out the music.
We can't take out the radio.
No, well, I mean the additional speakers and amps and all them things.
Well, we have a legislation for actually take them out, because the law says that if they could have them in, but they're not supposed to play them loudly, amplify music.
Because
you're not saying that you're not supposed to have them, it's saying you're not supposed to use them, basically.
there are hundreds of vans on the road, you know. You can't put police.
Yeah. You never put police in all. You never put police in 10 police in them.
You mean target the advance?
Well, maybe.
All right.
Let me just take this final call. Hello, good morning.
No Lyf.
Hi, good day. You are saying when they go for inspection, them van they look to you just go for inspection. I spoke to the traffic man at Brown. So I was saying years ago that the amount of traffic used to be people lining up to go for inspection. Why you not seeing that? He telling me now is technology time and so on and thing. So me say, and I call him back other time again. Me say, so still yet is the technology that is in now that vehicle go down there by the number. How much vehicle? None of us living on Mars. How much vehicle you just see park up going down there for inspection? Basically, no vehicle not go down there for inspection and prove me wrong. So that is why you're having that kind of issue. Yeah, so I just say I need to say that. That doesn't go for inspection. Everybody have their friends. Don't go policeman too. Policeman are having big set of music in a van too. So where are we going?
All right. Thank you. All right, Lyf.
Yes.
Final minute to wrap up, please.
Yeah, so as I said, I think we should start with legislation, because the heavy-handed approach ain't going to work. It's the heavy-handed approach in relation to dealing with the students ain't going to work. We have to have a heavy-handed approach to deal with the parents. So the parents could play their part. Without that, we're going to be spinning tapping mud with this problem, and the monsters that are being bred right now will eventually become fully grown.
Lyf?
Basically, so that's my take on that this morning. I don't think I want to talk about it again.
Oh. All right. Well, we will see. I mean, it's a lot of different thoughts and ideas are being put out. Maka fully endorses this one.
Fully endorsed.
So I think Joshua also would fully endorse this. So we will see what happens, right?
Yeah.
All righty.
Definitely.
All right. So have
Take
a
care.
great weekend, Lyf, and we will see you back on Monday morning.
Definitely.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
All right.
All right. So that is where we come to the end of our commentary segment this morning with Lyf. We're going to take a quick break, and then remember at 8:45 we'll be bringing to you our quotes desk for today.
3, 2, 1. WEFM is SVG.
Are you looking for quality products at prices that make sense? Then head